Hey guys, how's it going? Heather Lynn from Wholey Fit here. I've got your Wholey Fit daily sweat. The quick little workout should take you anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Make sure that you warm up for it before you start. And I'm going to share this with a few groups, so it's just going to take me a couple minutes to set it up. So if you're watching the replay of this, just fast forward a couple of minutes so you don't have to sit through this part. And if you're going to be joining me right away, you can just relax for a little bit while I get this all set up. So if you're having a good day, hope you had a great weekend. I'm going to be going away again at near the end of this week, so I'll be gone for a little while. You guys will get a break from the daily sweat. So enjoy these ones. All right, so just take me a couple of seconds here. Set up. So remember, as I always tell you, you got to warm up before you do the workout. It's really important to protect yourself from injury and also to make the workout feel better, because it does not feel good when you do a workout while you're cold. Not good for the body at all. All right, just a couple more groups here. And I'm going to do one more. Okay, and one more. All right, so there we go. So make sure that you do warm up. The warm up can be anything that gets you moving for 5 to 10 minutes. So if you've got a stationary bike or something like that, you can hop on that or go for a walk or just move around a little bit just to loosen up everything so that you are warm when you start. And the workout today is kind of a mix of stuff, so good variety. You will need a timer. So if you don't have one and you're looking for a good one, you can get Gym Boss. It's a free timer, and there's usually a Tabata timer already loaded on there, so you don't have to add that yourself. And part of today's workout is Tabatas. So once you're all warmed up, you're gonna start. The first exercise, it's a lunge Tabata. So big step back, going down and up with your lunge. You're gonna go for 20 seconds, and then you get a 10-second break. In that time, you're gonna switch legs, and then you work for 20 seconds again. And there's 8 sets in total. So 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds recovery as you transition to the other leg, 20 seconds of work, 8 sets in total. So remember, with your lunge, you want to step back far enough so that your front knee is going over your ankle, not your toes. Back knee goes straight towards the ground. If you were to come all the way down, you'd be in this position, pressing up through the heel. Squeeze your glutes nice and tight. All right, if you feel your knee, don't go down as low or reposition yourself. You might be too far forward. So that's your first one, Tabata of lunges. Take a little break, kind of get yourself recovered, and then you're going to do, it's called every minute on the minute. So you're going to set your timer for 7 minutes, and each minute you're going to complete 10 reverse crunches, 10 alternating upper body circles, 10 leg raises, and then you take a break until the next minute starts. So if it takes you 30 seconds to get through those 3 exercises, you get a 30-second recovery before you start again. If it takes you a full minute to get through those, you don't get a break. If it takes you longer than a minute, you just keep going and take breaks when you need to. So if you start to fall apart with your form, or if you're starting to feel it in your back or anything like that, do take a break. So the goal is to try to get through the 3 exercises before the minute is up, and then you have a little bit of recovery for the next minute. And it's 7 minutes in total. So the exercises, you've got 10 reverse crunches. So you're on your back, knees come in towards the chest. You can tap the heels down to the ground. You're gonna do 10 of those. If that's too much of a range of motion, just bring the knees in, come back until your knees are over your hips, and then go again. So you do 10 of those, and then 10 alternating upper body circles. So you make a nice big circle in one direction, and then one in the other direction. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. And then you have leg raises. So hands under your hips, you're doing 10 of these as well. Let the legs come down as low as you can without feeling anything in your back, and then come back up until your feet are over top of your hips. 10 of those. All right, so you do 10 of each of those. See what the timer says, see how much time you get to relax before you start your next minute. 7 minutes in total. The next one is Tabata jackknife, so some more ab work. So for your jackknife, the bottom leg is going to be out hovering over the floor, top leg is up in the air, support your head with one hand, and you're reaching for the top foot. So you're going to have 20 seconds. You get a 10-second break while you switch legs, 20 seconds on the other side. So a few options here. This leg is up. If this leg is hovering over the floor, that's going to be the hardest option. If you feel your low back, you're going to bring that leg up higher. If that's still feeling like it's a little too challenging, bend that knee. If you have any back issues at all, just leave that foot on the ground for full support. Either way, you're reaching up for that top foot. So 20 seconds on one side, 10 seconds to transition over to the other side, and then 20 seconds, 8 sets in total. And then your last thing that you're going to do is a ladder. You've got 3 exercises. You're going to do 33 of each of the exercises, 22 of each, and then 11 of each. So your first exercise is plie, touch the floor. So nice and wide, knees and toes are facing out. Come down, touch the floor with your fingertips, come back up. If the floor is too low, don't go all the way to the floor. Just go as low as you can. So from the side, you'll notice my back is staying nice and straight as I squat down. So in other words, I'm not doing this, okay? So make sure you're staying nice and tall. So the first set is 33 of those. Then you're gonna do 33 push-ups. So your push-ups can be done from your toes or from your knees. Okay, 33 of those. And then 33 inchworms. So for inchworms, you're gonna stand nice and tall. Bend from the hips, keep your legs as straight as you can. Bend them if you need to. It's okay if you need to bend them. It just means your hamstrings are a little bit tight. You walk yourself out to a high plank. You walk yourself back and you stand up. So I'm gonna do 33 of those. Keep your abs super, super tight. Okay, once you do 33 of all of those, you're gonna do 22, and then finally 11, taking breaks when you need to. So if you start to fall apart with your form, you take a break, okay? Make sure you're not feeling it where you shouldn't be feeling it, such as your back or your knees. All right, so that's the whole workout. So it should take you, probably take you 20 to 30 minutes to do the whole thing. Once you're done, make sure you cool down. Your heart rate should be down after that last set because it's not really a cardio set. If it's not, just keep your feet moving until your heart rate settles a little bit more and you feel more comfortable. And then you're gonna stretch. So you can do these on the floor, starting with a hamstring stretch. One leg up, grab above or below the knee, pull it towards you, keeping it straight, nice hamstring stretch. Bottom leg can be bent or straight, it's up to you. So one side, other side, holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Then cross one ankle over, pull that bottom leg towards you for a nice glute stretch. Make sure you get both sides, 20 to 30 seconds each at least. And then you can lie on your side, grab your top ankle, pull your heel up towards your glutes to stretch out your quad. Or you can stagger. I like to stagger because I can get a bit of a deeper stretch that way. So one side and then the other side. And also when you stagger, you'll notice you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the hip flexor too, which is really nice. And then you can sit up, soles of your feet together, knees drop out to the side, nice inner thigh stretch. And then you can lift up and over, getting those lats lengthening through the body. Remember, minimum 20 to 30 seconds. I'm just showing you these really quickly. And then finally opening up your chest, either clasp your hands behind your back or put your hands on the ground, press your chest forward. And that's it. So really good workout. Make sure you warm up before you start. Make sure you do that cool down and stretch after you're done. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you want to chat more, if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. Have an awesome day, guys. Talk to you soon.